What's going on, creators? My name's Joshua. I'm a YouTube certified expert and partner with TubeBuddy. Today I'm going to show you how to use the audience overlap section of the channel review tool. Let's check it out. The audience overlap tool is extremely powerful for creators looking to grow their channel because it gives them a unique insight into what their viewers and subscribers are also watching. You can then take a look at these channels and see, are there topics in your industry that you're not talking about? They may be doing something unique in their content in terms of structure or their calls to actions to engage the audience, grow subscribers, or share their other content. Another new feature that they could be taking advantage of is the community tab in stories. Maybe they've started to communicate with their audience there, and that's something that you can do to help build that relationship between you and your subscribers. One thing to note is if you're seeing really large channels like BuzzFeed, Cut, Vice News, or just really large lifestyle vloggers like Casey Neistat or Peter McKinnon and somebody like that, that's a really good indication that YouTube hasn't quite figured out who your audience is yet. This is something that will change as long as you upload consistent content around a common topic. And be sure that you're using TubeBuddy's Keyword Explorer to make sure that you're using the right tags for your videos to help YouTube identify this, especially if you're just starting out. So looking at the audience overlap for TubeBuddy's channel review, it's no surprise that our viewers and subscribers are watching Nick Ninham, Brian G. Johnson, Sunny, and Think Media TV. All of these creators are friends of TubeBuddy. They teach how to grow YouTube just like we do. And most of them frequent our live streams and give their insights to our audience, so we have a very collaborative nature with them. One thing I like to do is look at the thumbnails on the channels that are the most relevant to the review that I'm looking at. Are there any insights that we can get from all of them? Nick is the king at thumbnails. All of his thumbnails feature his face very close to the camera. He frequently uses this notepad with this splash thing with very simple text in this black, red, and yellow blocky format. The text is very easy to read, and I can see his eyes no matter how small I make his thumbnails. The other thing that this does extremely well is it creates a pattern in suggested video. Nick's almost 600,000 subscribers can easily identify his videos no matter where they're at on the platform. It doesn't matter if it's on the homepage, in suggested video, a YouTube mix, or even other creators' playlists. His face is a very big part of his brand, and the fact that he uses the same font and color scheme in all of his thumbnails makes it easy for us to identify. Sunny tends to focus a little bit more on entrepreneurs than creators, but she still talks about how to build your YouTube audience to build authority and generate sales. She also talks about Instagram, so what this tells me is that a portion of our audience might actually be entrepreneurs trying to grow YouTube instead of just the creators like we assume that everybody is. Think Media has the largest audience by far of anybody on this list, but it also makes sense that they do. While we talk about our browser extension and how to grow an audience organically and do keyword research, they talk about all the video equipment you need to create your video content. What's the best camera? Which microphones should you use? Lighting tutorials, how to even edit your videos. This is a much broader audience than TubeBuddy users. However, our subscribers are probably interested in what video equipment we use to create our tutorials and do our live streams. Maybe this is something that we should start creating. Scrolling back up, you'll also notice a sidebar of other creator channels that just have smaller relevance scores. These are definitely worth checking out. Daryl Eves is one person that stands out in particular. I know he's a YouTube trainer, but he deals more with bigger brands. Roberto Blake does entrepreneurship. Video influencers is another great one. I know that Sean Cannell also owns that channel just like Think Media. So if I know 2 of his 3 channels are on this list, that means most of our subscribers are watching his content. We need to find a way to collaborate with him. Now, some people on this list I don't personally know, so I'm gonna go over and click on their channels. Vanessa seems to be a social media coach, and clicking over on her videos, I can tell from her thumbnails that she talks about Instagram a lot. I also see that we have a very similar audience size, so maybe we can collaborate with her and she can give our audience some tips on how to promote their YouTube videos on Instagram. You'll definitely want to take the time to go through this list and click over to every single one of the channels to see if the audience is relevant to yours or not. If it is, I would strongly recommend that you subscribe and start getting notifications from these channels if you don't already know who they are. Another thing you can take away from the audience overlap is the top 5 videos. I would look at the thumbnail and the title of all the most popular videos and then actually watch the first 30 seconds of them. So this is one of Sunny's most popular videos. She made it just over 5 years ago and has 2.1 million views. The whole point of that video is you can shoot good content using just your iPhone, and when you're starting your channel, you should use what you have instead of investing thousands of dollars in video equipment. I can also tell by the title and the thumbnail, and now 19 seconds into it, she's talking and showing how she's recording this video on her phone. Skipping through the video, I can see how Sunny's just giving very easy and practical tips on how to improve your video quality when you're using your iPhone. So she is delivering on the value that she pitched in the title and the thumbnail. Thanks so much for watching this video on the audience overlap tool. If you have any more questions, leave a comment down below and we'll be sure to answer it. If you haven't ordered your own channel review yet, you can do that at channelreviews.com. And if you need more help growing your YouTube channel, subscribe to our sister channel, TubeBuddy, for how-to content and live streams with all of the experts.